For a professional job, the floor must be dry, even and clean, ready to lay the flooring. First of all, lay a MEISTER impact sound reducing underlay, the ideal base for a MasterClic Plus system floor. Using shims, you can easily maintain the minimum gap of 10 mm you must have between the floating floor and the wall. Start in the left corner of the room. Be careful to ensure that the first row of boards is lined up straight with the direction of the wall. Remove the tongue from the long side of all the boards you lay in the first row. Insert the end of the next board into the first board. Remember to keep the minimum 10 mm gap between the last board in the row and the wall. For the LD300 collection, cut the first board in the second row 80 cm in. Afterwards, angle this as flatly as you can into the grooved side of the previous row of boards and slowly press the board down. The next complete board is then again fitted completely flat lengthways. Before lowering it, push the end tightly into the previous board. And so on until you have covered the whole surface of the room. The stagger between the end joins from this row on must always be at least 40 cm. When fitting the last row, use a piece you have cut off to mark the remaining board width. Remember that you will again need to keep the minimum 10 mm gap from the wall to ensure an optimum floating fit, whilst simply removing the tongues from the remaining boards. On the cut boards, you will need to block the end plastic tongue on the wall side. This will securely block the end. The best way is to use a pull bar or screwdriver. Floors with the MasterClic Plus connection system can of course also be laid backwards. To do this, simply fit the groove on the tongue. It's thereby possible to work from right to left or in the other direction. With this reverse method of laying the boards, you can lay a MasterClic Plus system floor in optimum conditions in any room. Another tip for easy working: you can also connect the boards to the previous boards quite simply using MEISTER fitting wedges. This simplifies the flat fitting of the board. Now all that remains is the skirting board. Thanks to the patented clip system, you can easily fit skirting boards for an optimum finish. You will find a practical drilling template for this purpose in the pack. Then you can simply clip the skirting boards onto the wall profiles provided.